All right, Jim Batch, it's Trade Pulse. How are you, my man?
Steve, what's going on, brother? Good to see
I
you.
tell you, yeah, everybody's going to complain how slow the market is, but sometimes you just need software to help you find that inner strength that we know that we have, but we just sometimes don't always know it's there, and we need software to help us. And people say, "Oh, you don't need software." You need software because why? Because you can see 9,000 stocks faster than I can see two or three. And Trade Pulse is that company. And I'm going to let you go because I'm going to let you do this thing. But you've got some pretty good stuff here. So let me just do this.
Yeah, it's been a wild week and the last couple of days. Uh, the volatility has been crazy. So that's really where we come in. We're trying to make it easier for the everyday active trader. We want to get people in at the most opportune times possible. So we do that by providing real-time market flow data, real-time order flow data. We also provide our own AI-driven signal to help people time the market in the most effective way. So, like I said, got a cool example. I wanted to pull up for everybody. This is from yesterday. Figured this would be a good example. Everybody could see, really a full day's worth of data. And then even on a day where everything was really down across the board, you still could have made a profit. So we'll go ahead and dive in here. This is for Carvana. Again, this is from yesterday. I'll go through different data points just to help illustrate what we're seeing. So that black line that you see, that is the stock price updates minute by minute in real time on our platform. So you know how the market's moving. You'll see that light blue line almost kind of running with it. That's what we call our large deal flow data. This is really capturing all the big money in the market that's been coming in for Carvana. Typically, orders are $100,000 or more, is what we're quantifying under the large deal flow data there. And then you see some of these colors, the green shade facing up, and then we got some of that red shade there facing down. This is what we call our momentum flow data. So this is capturing the intraday sentiment on the retail side. So that red shade indicating that there's been more selling than buying over that period, and some of that green shade here indicating the opposite, more buying than selling. And then you see the vertical green bar here. This is that signal I mentioned just a moment ago. We call this our power inflow signal. Power inflow signal gets activated for maybe 10 to 15 stocks daily on our platform, and it's only for stocks that we've sensed a real significant shift in the order flow from negative to positive. So this is a bullish trend indicator, essentially, that we're providing, basically saying the stock has a very high likelihood of rising shortly following this signal based on that order flow we're seeing and what our algorithm has picked up. So, if we look at Carvana from yesterday, you'll notice the stock opened up near 370 in the early minutes of trading yesterday, dropped pretty steep, down around 338 just in the first hour. And you can see as that drop is happening, that red shade that we mentioned, the retail momentum, you can see how deep in the red that was. The light blue line that we just talked about with the large deal flow data, you can see how steep a decline that was as well. And then our signal hit. And again, we're trying to pick up a real shift in the order flow. Signal came in around 10:45 a.m. and you can see a real reversal in the order flow. That red shade really ticked up, and it was actually green shortly following the signal, indicating that the buying was outpacing the selling on the retail side. And then you can really see with the institutional flow data, the large deal flow, how that really reversed itself and how that trended upwards throughout the rest of the day. And sure enough, what do we see with the stock? You can see how steep in decline it was until the signal hit. And shortly following, you can see it was flat for a little bit and then really started to pick up, really started to rise, got up to around 351. And you can see really over that period how the large deal flow data was really ticking upwards throughout that entire time, how the retail flow was positive for most of the day following the signal. Again, really just highlighting the importance of being able to follow the order flow, know where the market is. Anybody who got in shortly following the signal could have made maybe 3 to 4% gain just in a matter of a few hours. And Steve, this is on a day where the stock you could see was down. Closed around 345. Again, it was up around 370. On a day where the stock was down around 7%, you could actually made a 3 to 4% gain just by being able to time the market at the right time. So that's really the edge we want to provide with our signal and give you the inside look of what the market's doing with the order flow data as well.
All right. So, Jim, I have to ask. I mean, not every stock do I like the one you put up there. I don't care about Carvana. Does
Mhm.
Trade Pulse have the ability to have other stocks? I mean, can I look at other stocks or just the ones that are there?
Yeah. So we have our power list of power inflow stocks on the left hand side if you wanted to see which ones generated that signal. But at the top here, we have our search bar. So we track over 2,000 stocks. If you wanted to pull up Amazon, for example, you just type in the symbol, you pull it up, and you can see the chart for Amazon here. So
All right.
Amazon actually generated a signal. You can see here
Okay.
around 198. Right now it's about 201. So yeah, exactly. You can see how the order flow has been picking up for Amazon here, where the institutional flow started and where it's at now, and how the price has really moved with it.
Now, is this a daily chart here now, or what if I want more than just the same day? Maybe I'm a longer term trader though.
Yeah, so the platform is mostly used for short-term trading, but if you did want to expand, you see the different tabs here. Daily lets you choose a specific date if you wanted to go back and see how the order flow was
Okay.
performing relative to the price. Or, like you said, Steve, if you wanted to see over a longer period, you got weekly here. It'll show you up to 5 days worth of data. So you can see there. There's the weekly chart for Amazon and how the order flows moved with the price.
Okay. Okay. I like this. I like this. And so what else you got up there? I see Mickey D's showing a power inflow there on your right hand side, right?
Yeah, that's the list of them. If you wanted to go back and see, even power inflows from yesterday or the week following, again on the left hand side, we have a list of them. So yeah, you got Moody's, KLA. We'll click on Moody's since it was the most recent one that came in,
Okay. I like it.
and again, I think you'll see a consistent theme with a lot of these. The large deal flow data tends to be a pretty good indicator of where the stock's moving, just because it's really where the big money's coming in. Making you really see it here, that light blue line, how it's really spiked up, and that
Yeah.
black line being the price. You can see how it really kind of moves in tangent with it. So again, that's just giving you an inside look at how the order flow can really point you in the right direction.
Yeah, and what's cool about it is it's not a lagging indicator. I love when people say, "Oh, you got to have the news, you got to have this," but the real money behind it is not just news. It's not just charts. It's what are people actually buying? It's what institutions are actually doing. People don't. I get this all the time, Jim. That they all go, "Oh, well, you got to have news because news is going to help you." Okay, it does. But no, you need to know your charts. It does, but it's not everything. I want to know what's actually happening. What are they actually doing? And I think Trade Plus does this for us.
Exactly. And, as you know, Steve, we sell our data to institutions as well. So this is for the retail trader, but we also sell our data to institutions as well. So it's very popular being able to understand where the market is on all sides, retail, institutionally, really allows you to identify a bullish trend in the market before it actually occurs with the price. And that's really the edge we want to provide by being able to provide our signal with that order flow. So, yeah, like you said, it's, once news hits, typically the stock has already reacted to it.
Yeah.
We're trying to beat that news. We're trying to give you the real-time order flow so you can get in there before the price itself really reacts to what's happening underneath the market.
And I'm going to give you guys Trade Pulse here. I'm going to bring it up so you guys can go hit them up. And please do me a favor. Also give them a follow on their social media. I think they'll appreciate that too as well. But do you guys have any kind of deals going on right now? I know you sometimes always do.
We do. So 30-day free trial at the moment. So anybody who wanted to check it out, see how it can most benefit you, feel free, tradepulse.net. You can get in there for 30 days, test out the data. If you love it, you can stick with us. We have some different subscription packages available. And through the end of the month, we're offering up to 60% off. So kind of a late New Year's gift, if you will.
I love late New Year's.
For the end of the month.
Couple of glasses of champagne and Trade Pulse, and I'm happy to go, man. I love this. All right,
Exactly.
Jim. I love this. I love what you guys are doing. I love the platform. For those of you who don't know, tradepulse.net, go hit him up, man. Go talk to Jim. I know Jim personally. He's a good guy. He'll answer your questions. And from all of us here at Quasar Markets, so we're glad to have you guys as partners here. All right, from all of us Quasar Markets Live, man. We'll see you next time. See you next week, Jim.
Appreciate you, Steve. Talk to you soon.